my glob.
Alright everybody, Stinky MD back here again. Gen 9 random battle. I didn't listen to the audio for that first video yet, and so if it's bad, I may or may not be bald the next time you hear from me, because I'll probably listen to it after I record this video. But I feel myself getting in the mood, the YouTube juices are flowing, and I'm ready to go, and I'm ready to react to a battle that I have no recollection or memory of, because the only thing in my mind is SWALOTS and me using Frostmoth and Regidrago, basically the two battles that you saw whenever the other video was posted. So let's get into this. Let's get some new stuff in my brain. Stinky MD versus Nittany Lions 54. And there's sound. So Shame is going to come out against Milotic. People call it Milotic. I'm going to click Ice Beam and take you out. Seed Flare is going to trigger competitive. We'll pretend like I planned that. I'm going to go Clodsire here. You're going to go Electros. And Giga Drain, I'm probably going to set up some kind of spikes or rocks or Toxic, something like that. I can, like, in my brain a little bit see, like, the moveset in front of me, and, like, when I click a status move and when I wouldn't, I'm not going to act like I'm some brilliant genius, but there are rhythms to this gameplay, and so I'm just going to click Toxic, expecting a switch out, just because, again, the rhythms of the game, you're not going to sit in against a matchup that's not good while you're Toxic, and so that's just not going to happen. You're going to switch, so you go to Toxic specs, fortunately for you, but my competitive is going to trigger again, and I'm going to see how much damage I do with Skull plus Burn. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, because look, it's a luck-based game in part. I'm going to recover, and then I'm probably going to switch out. Do I have a poison type? Yes, I do. I have Clodsire, and I'm going to go right into Clodsire to eat up those Toxic spikes, but you're going to throw out another layer, which is a good move by you. Liquidation is going to come out and do decent damage. I'm going to Earthquake and just take you out. Now I may switch around again to just get the rest of these off. Or not. I'll just let Blastoise set up. That's cool. I totally feel good about that decision. I'm going to click Toxic. I don't even know why I click Toxic against this thing, because you could really just wreck my team in 5 moves if I'm not ready. So Milotic, I called it Milotic. What is wrong with me? I mean, people do call it that, right? Milotic comes out. I'm going to click Dragon Tail. Okay, good move. And there's another Swalot. I was saying before, I feel like I saw a lot of Swalots. And this may be why. Why is that weird lip thing looking at me? I'm going to Rapid Spin here. You're going to click Earthquake. I think I'm going to click Better Earthquake. I click Better Earthquake and do more damage. You're going to Swords Dance for some reason. I don't know what you were expecting me to do if not Earthquake, and I know you weren't expecting me to outspeed me because I'm +1 speed. I'm going to Earthquake again. And now you're really low as far as that Toxic goes, and I don't think you have a way to heal, my friend. So I'm going to go back out into my Milotic. You're going to Earthquake right there. Not as good as mine. You're not going to hit Better Earthquake on me, but you're going to Better Earthquake my Milotic and take it out. But that's a fair trade for me. And so now it's 4-on-2, and I have the illusion, the mystery of my Pokemon. Excadrill is going to break the mold, and that means Earthquake. If you don't know what Mold Break does, look, it just breaks the mold, okay? Scyther is going to hit Close Combat. And I'm going to go Torkoal and just click, like, Ember and win. Boom. There we go. Just click a Fire-type move and win. And we're going to pick the victory there. That's pretty good. 3-0. Yeah, pretty solid stuff. Not bad. I feel like I'm getting pretty good at random battles, and I mean, this is like, I'm just watching the 3rd battle I did, but I think that my record gets to something pretty good for my standards, pretty good for Stinky MD standards. I think I'm up like around 1600, which feels like a good score. I know like random battle scores go up to like 2500, so I'm just like, what is that, 900 off? But hey look, why am I spending so much time looking at how much I have left to climb when I could, you know, look down and acknowledge how much I've climbed? Hopefully that quote made sense or inspired somebody. I don't feel particularly inspired by it, but let's jump to another match. Maybe that'll be a little more inspiring. Okay. Welcome to the second match of this video. I don't know why I'm being so formal, but I don't really have much to say either. Besides, I'm beginning to think, should I make a SWALOT team? But I think it's just my cursed stinky MD brain letting me know. Nobody egged me on, nobody encouraged me in this. This is not something that we need to pursue. I just pause to think. This may be something we need to do. And I was saying before, like, if this video gets to 1,000 likes, like the last one gets to 1,000 likes, I'll do SWALOT for a year or something dumb like that. Like literally, if one person says like, "Oh, dude, try it," just try it, bro. Like, I may just do it. Anyway, let's get into it. Stinky MD versus Roxas Frostlass. Oh my gosh. I hope you're not hearing that sound. Maybe I have some music or some great editing skills, but it's gonna be a Zoomer versus Deoxys, just a casual day in random battles. And Aquajet is gonna take out Deoxys. I bet. Who saw that coming? Who saw that coming? You're gonna Scald. You're not gonna Scald burn me. Obviously not. I'm gonna click play rough and take out Fion, which is fake Manaphy. Oh, and you're actually just gonna quit. Wait a second. Is this the second video of the match, of the game, of the day, of the... Why do I feel like I'm talking so fast? Why do I feel like I'm talking so fast? Let's do a third battle because I don't want to be a ripoff on my second day back. That doesn't sound very fair. So, third battle, here we go! Alright. I'm gonna manifest that this is a really good battle. A battle worth ending the video on. And so, let's get into it. Stinky MD versus Clocker 686. Oh my gosh, again, bro. Like, legit, just mute the tab. I can feel it. I know that. So, Will-O-Wisp is going to come out against I chose Hawlucha, blah, blah, blah. You saw what happened. I prefer this to get Will-O-Wisp and Volt Switch than my Hawlucha, because depending on what my opponent has, Hawlucha may be what wins me the game. I don't think Zapdos is going to win me the game, per se. It just doesn't have that potential, although I love Zapdos. Dash Bun, which is an old friend, used that in a few videos in the past, which is cool to see. Venomoth is going to come out. I don't know why I'm so scared of Venomoth. Like, when I was younger, I never knew what was super effective against it. Like, dude, just use a fire type move, or dude, just use a psychic type move, or dude, just use a ground type move. No, you see, that's the thing. Not ground, right? Because bug resists ground, so it was neutral. That's probably what tripped me up so much, because it was like a Koga's gym or something like that, and you come in with your Earthquake user, and you're like, finally, Golem can do something in a gym. Not Golem, Graveler. Nobody wanted to trade. I couldn't trade with anybody to get a Golem, so we just Gravelered it out. You're gonna Volt Switch here. I'm gonna go to Zapdos. I don't know exactly what I'm doing here with this Zapdos. It's a bit of a waste of a Zapdos, but I'm gonna Roost. You're probably gonna like Stone Edge. Oh, okay. You're gonna Rapid Spin. I forgot. When in doubt, set up. But unfortunately, I'm static. Unfortunately for you. Fortunate for me. I'm going to Roost again. You're going to Stone Edge and do big damage with a critical hit. Ouch. I'm going to go with Dash Bun. I remember Dash Bun having really high defense, but to be fair, I didn't put in a great position. I'm going to go Sinistcha here. I'm going to Strength Sap just to reduce your stuff. And let's see what you hit me with. Flamethrower. Ouch. But that's not that bad, actually. I ate that better than I expected to, so I'm going to call mine, because, I mean, it's like one of those things, like Family Feud. Like Family Feud, you know, like if you get the answer right, and you're like, hey, look, we'll play. You're hitting me with flamethrowers that do 25%. We'll play, and I have leftovers. That is not that bad. I'm going to call mine again. It didn't matter if I was predicting a switch or not. You're not doing a lot of damage to me. I'm going to hit you with Matcha Gotcha on the Greedent. Greedent was a weird Pokemon in the game. It first came out in, I remember it would have like something about like berries would fall out of its butt. Now look, that what did he say? But it's just like my memory of it, and therefore it's real. I'm gonna call it mine again. Like, this is getting out of hand for my opponent. He doesn't really have an answer, so he's gonna go to burn me to just do residual damage, which is essentially just cancel out my leftovers. Colossus is going to come back out. I'm going to Matcha Gotcha and do big damage because I'm boosted all the way, and I can just heal. That's the thing. Like, I have Matcha Gotcha and Strength Sap. Like, Sinistcha is a very busted Pokemon in this version. in this format, I should say. Venomoth is going to use Sleep Powder on a grass type that's burned. I remember all that stuff I said about this being a good match. You know, let's be respectful, right? Let's be respectful. But Strength Sap is going to come out. Yeah, I mean, I was saying all that stuff about being a good match, and I was going to be a bad person for a second, but or a bad sport, I should say. But in all honesty, this is just how random battles go sometimes. Your opponent just sets up and just, you know, smacks you in the face. And this just happens to be the moment where I'm doing the face smacking. My opponent's just going to quit. I think I'm going to end the video there, and with an earnest GG's to my opponents. It just snowballs on randoms. And that's the thing, where it's like you're always on edge. It's like super rock, paper, scissors or something like that. Because it's like, are you setting up? Are you throwing a huge move? Are you statusing? And it's like, Stinky MD, isn't that just regular Pokemon? I don't know, it just feels different. It just feels different in random because I barely know what I got, and I don't know what you got. And so it's like, do I commit to the build up here? Do I commit to the setup? Most times the answer is yes, commit to the setup, just do it. And then just see the results later. But that's my growing thoughts about, you know, getting good at Pokemon, getting good at random battles right now. And Sinistcha is just like a beast when it comes to random battles. It's just one of those things. You choose it and like you just lose. That's just happens sometimes in random battles. You just lose. But with all that being said, GG's to the opponents. There were 3. Thank you for watching. And I will see you next time.